Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
But he was the chef up north.
What's happening, family? What is happening? It is an early morning, y'all. I don't know where you're tapping in from, but let me know in the chat, family. Chef C coming to you with a quick reaction here. This is some breaking news for all of the former WWF family, right? Now, I know, just like y'all know, man, I was a fan of the WWF a long time ago. But this is coming to us on some craziness, and I got to wake it up for us today. So, Vince McMahon is being accused of SA trafficking. He was out there trafficking them bricks, quote unquote, right? So, y'all, we want to wake this up today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, family. Like, share, subscribe to this thing. We're going to wake it up. And this program, in case you didn't know, is brought to you by Bloodline Films, From the Soil, Black American docuseries where we travel all around the country, waking up the culture, cuisine, and the Black American grassroots advocates in pursuit of reparative justice, family. Today's meal, single course, is cooked up out of the community kitchen, y'all. So, keep it locked with me. And I'm going to be right back after this brief commercial. Share this thing out. We get into it. Hell in the cell. Keep it locked with us, family. Be right back after these commercials.
I've been all over the world. I've noticed this about Black Americans, and I'll stop here. We have more people trying to turn us around than I've seen for any other group anywhere in the world relative to what our situation is. That you got teachers, you got people that will just do something. They find out you're legit, just help you because they want to see Black folks make it. We do have this. This is lacking in other places, I can assure you. But you know what? Our desire to save people cannot be greater than people's desire to be saved and to help. So the people that do not want it, let them go. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. I sure get it nowadays.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Early morning. And you know what? We're going to kind of change the vibes up today. We're going to kind of change the vibes up. I needed to bring this to y'all because it was very important. I didn't want to be too far behind on this thing. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just some of the wildest stuff I've ever seen. But I got to get that music going. So we're going to switch it up a touch. Now, if you haven't been following this, another one is biting the dust. Everybody's spilling the beans in 2024, y'all. You know, and it's crazy because now it's coming from the WWF, aka WWE. Now, I, as a former fan, I'm not even a little surprised, man. You know why I say I'm not surprised, family? Because when Owen Hart fell, right? Remember, Owen Hart fell off the top in 1999. Okay? Nobody said anything about it. They just carted him off. Right? Owen Hart just got carted off, and the show went on. So now when I look at the whole situation, I gotta say to myself, man, if he didn't take the time to shut down the show in that moment, Why would he have any remorse for a chick for just a little employee that works for him? You got to remember, Vince McMahon is infamous for controlling people. Doesn't matter who the people are. This is Vince. Vince does this on a regular basis. That's his joint. It's about power. It's about manipulation. He likes the game, right? So we can never forget this. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's make it make sense for y'all. Okay? Let's make it make sense, because I know cats is going to want receipts, right? So let's bring it to you the way I need to bring it to you. This article here is brought to you by CNN. Okay? Fair use by the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for learning purposes and educational purposes. Fair to the use. Now again, family, if you haven't already heard, okay, it is my understanding that Vince is no longer the owner of the WWE / former WWF, okay? But we're going to read on this. Now, Vince McMahon is being accused of trafficking former WWE employee in a new lawsuit, y'all. Now, this just dropped yesterday. I saw it last night, but I'm like, I've been doing too much. I gotta take it down. So now, a former WWE staffer has accused the company's founder, Vince McMahon, for SA trafficking and physical abuse in a lawsuit filed yesterday, y'all. Okay? Now, here's what I want to bring up. You know what? Matter of fact, let me stop playing with y'all. We're going to share this screen a touch. Okay? We're going to share the screen and go through this thing together, y'all. Y'all good with that? For those of y'all who are up early with me, let's go ahead and share this screen real quick. I'm going to bring it to you. Let me go ahead and bring this thing to you bright and early. Okay? Bear with me, family. Bear with C. Okay? Now, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and bring this thing to you the way I got to bring it to you. There we go. 1 second. Let's bring it to you the way I need to bring it to you. Now, let's bring it on up. We're going to read it off, y'all. Some of y'all may not have checked it out yourselves, but we're going to read it off to you. Now, the disturbing allegations for Janelle Grant. Now, in case you didn't know who Janelle Grant is, some of y'all might not know who the female is, but this is her. Okay? She out there. It's crazy if you ask me. She looked like his daughter. Right? Stephanie McMahon. Am I playing with y'all or what? She looked like Stephanie McMahon. Right? But let's keep on reading, y'all. Let's keep on reading. She looks exactly like Stephanie McMahon. But these cats, man, it's all about domination. Right? Controlling folks. They'll go that far. No matter what the money look like. See, a lot of cats get it confused talking about his hillbillies and all this shit. Nah, this freak nasty shit is just all around. So let's keep on going with it though, family. Let's keep on going. Now, Janelle Grant, who worked for the WWE headquarters, come more than a year after the conclusion of the WWF appointed a special committee investigating into the McMahon's alleged misconduct while serving as a chairman and CEO of the company. McMahon retired from his role amid the investigation in July 2022. All right. Now we're looking at that. Y'all got to keep in mind, right? That was along the lines of, the quote unquote coming toward the end of the pandemic. Okay. Or quarantine implementations and regulation. Okay. But has since returned as chair of WWE parent company. Okay. Now, in the lawsuit filed in Connecticut District Court, Grant alleged that McMahon promised a job and later promotions at WWE in exchange for X. Now, you know, I'm on that platform. Y'all got to ride with me on that. I got to abbreviate some stuff. Now, Grant's lawsuit also included allegations that McMahon trafficked her to other men inside and outside the company, including John Laurinaitis. All right, so let me show you who this John Laurinaitis is. All right, I might be saying the name all wild, but this is him right here. Okay, check it. You see your boy. All right, smiley face. You know, all these cats is slimy. Y'all know that, right? So, y'all know all of them cats be slimy as fuck. All right, but let's keep on reading, family. We're gonna keep on reading and touch here. Now, hold on. Now, good old Johnny boy, Mr. Laurinaitis, right? Let's keep on reading with this though. In a lawsuit, right, including Laurinaitis, a former wrestler who worked in the company's talent relations department, who was also named as defendant in the lawsuit. The Wall Street Journal was the first to report on the lawsuit, y'all, just so you know they're giving them credit. At the end of her employment in their sexual relationship, McMahon allegedly pressured Grant into signing an NDA in exchange for payment over several years, totaling $3 million, according to the lawsuit. In a statement, WWE parent company TKO Group Holdings said McMahon does not control TKO or oversee day-to-day operations at the WWE, led by McMahon, WWF, and UFC. Oh, Dana White, is he still there? A mixed martial arts entertainment competitor announced in April 2023 that they would combine to form that TKO. Yes, the holding overhead company, y'all. So, while this matter predates our TKO executive team tenured at the company, we take Ms. Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally, a TKO spokesperson said. Now, I gotta ask the family, do y'all believe? Peace to Sister Crest, top of the morning, sis. Peace to Sister Crest tapping in. Y'all think that this damn TKO company wasn't aware of this dude's wild behavior? We're gonna stop playing. Like, really? Nobody knew how wild he get down? That's a whole cap. You know, but again, it's always profitable to play stupid. It's crazy to me. Like, for me, the older I get, the more folks act like they don't understand what the hell is going on. More folks are playing stupid when they doing a lot of devious shit behind the scenes. But let's keep on reading, y'all. Let's keep on reading this. In a statement to Deadline, a spokesperson for McMahon said the lawsuit was rippled with lies, obscene made-up instances that never occurred, and vindictive distortion of the truth. He will vigorously defend himself, the spokesperson said. Attempts by CNN to reach John Laurinaitis did not yield a response. So John, good old spokesperson, good old boy Johnny, he ain't trying. Good old Johnny. Johnny ain't trying to get no smoke, y'all. He ain't trying to get none of that smoke. Right? John want to sit on his little high horse and chill. But let's keep on going, y'all. We're going to keep on going with this shit here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, in a statement, Grant's attorney, Ann Callis, said Thursday, lawsuit sought to hold accountable two WWE executives who SA and trafficked plaintiff Janelle Grant. Now listen, bruh, this is the shorty right here, family. Now peace to my sister Cress. Definitely, sister Cress, if you got some time, my sis, I want you to tap in and let me know what you think about this. Because to me, the bag never came through, so now she can't stand it. Should we even be looking at this thing in a serious light? Right? It's a lot of folks talking about the bag ain't coming through, so now they playing victim. And everybody running the same play, the SA play. You got a lot of... See, the thing is, nobody talks about just how predatorial, right, women are. A lot of these volunteer shorties. Everybody's a quote-unquote victim. Nobody can do nothing against the big bad wolf. But now everybody's so brave. The bag don't hit. Right? Now we got something to say. Again, this chick looked just like his daughter, though. She looked like Stephanie McMahon. I'm not here to hold nobody. She looked just like him. Just like her. Let's keep on going, though, y'all. Let's keep on going with this nonsense. For me, again, in a statement, CNN Grant holds the lawsuit sought to hold accountable the WWE executive. Again, as I said, for the SA, as well as the organization that facilitated or turned a blind eye to the A and then swept it under the rug. Ms. Graham hopes that her lawsuit, watch this, watch out, y'all. Watch out, y'all. Here's the truth. What happened in the Cassie case, right? What was the language in the Cassie case for those who tapped in? I'm going to attach it here. Cassie said, just like this chick Grant is saying, hopes that her lawsuit will prevent other women from being victimized. The organization is well aware of Mr. McMahon's history of depraved behavior, and it's time that they take responsibility for the misconduct of its leadership. Okay, now listen. Man, shout out to Sister Cress. Shout out to my sister Welsing fan club. She is. This is the nonsense that I'm talking about, family. Okay? And then they try to loop in all other women when they going out there just to go snatch a bag. Listen, you was busting your vagina open all this time. You was letting motherfuckers stick all type of shit up in you, right? And now you got a problem and you doing it on behalf of women, other victims. This is predatorial talk, y'all. We gonna stop letting folks come out and use y'all. I need all my innocent women who really go through some shit to start running these chicks down, because they use the plight of what happens with women for their own selfish deeds. She knew that busting that vagina open was going to at some point get her to a bag, and according to this, she made at least $1 million or some change for throwing that thing around. You a high paid escort, lady. You're an escort, okay, who just so happens to work at the WWE. Right? A little something extra on the side for some change. But now you a victim. Hey, get out of here. You know, we gonna stop. She does state that, right? Now, this happened some time ago, and she didn't come forward until there was a breach of contract, Sister Welsing. Quote unquote breach of contract. See, this is all about her missing her other $2 million, right? She's mad that the bag got cut off. Okay. But now she doing it for all women. You was you was busting it open for the culture. The high paid, high flying escort culture, until your trick decided not to pay no more. Got you. I understand. Okay. See, can we be honest? Can we have a conversation here this morning? I didn't even want to go there this morning. But I'm going to have to go there. All right. Prostitutes are looked at in a certain light. Okay. Prostitutes are looked at in a certain light. And they're even prosecuted, right, for even doing these acts. Now, magically, when you got a person who can all of a sudden get very strong when the money get cut off, right? She's supposed to be looked at as a victim. Prostitutes don't look like as a victim when a trick run off on them. See, this is the problem I have with a lot of this stuff. I got a problem with all this stuff. You know, again, we got to always remember, even if a person tries you, and this is where I come from with it, even if a person tries you that day, you can then say these advances weren't warranted. You didn't want them. They weren't invited. She had scheduled. There were schedulings with her and Mr. McMahon and the other executives that she alleges here. That, hey, you're going to be passed around tonight. And I'm going to send you off to this dude. See? But you know what? Let me go ahead and keep on reading a little bit more. We going. All right. According to the lawsuit, Grant was introduced to McMahon in 2019, right? When she was looking for work. Grant initially believed she was building a professional relationship with McMahon. According to the lawsuit alleges that McMahon eventually pressured Grant into a physical relationship as he dangled career-making and life-changing promises in front of her. After receiving a job at WWE, McMahon allegedly subjected Grant to acts of extreme cruelty, degradation, that caused Grant to disassociate and or become numb to reality in order to survive, according to the lawsuit. One disturbing incident described in the lawsuit. You know what? Hold on. I'm not going to go to that real quick. Let's go into that real fast. Okay? I want to read that part one more time. The lawsuit alleges that McMahon pressured Grant into physical relationship as he dangled career-making and life-changing promises in front of her. After receiving a job at the WWE, McMahon allegedly subjected Grant to acts of extreme cruelty and degradation that caused Grant to disassociate and become numb to reality. Okay. Listen. Sister Crest says, men can be a trip. A woman has to know how to maneuver. A woman will when she goes too far, when shit goes too far. Listen, sis. Too far was right off the beginning. And this is my thing. See, this is where I come from. When she knew that she knew what her intentions were for the very beginning, which was to have a professional relationship, period. That's where it should stop. Right? But no, she got big-eyed. She stayed around it. Once he put that pressure on to get that ass, you supposed to slide then. You supposed to slide. See, your intentions, as the report says, is to have a professional relationship. That's what she wanted, right? Miss, let's put this picture up again. This is her. That's what she said she wanted. a professional relationship. Shout out to everybody that's sliding in here. She wanted a professional relationship. However, she allowed her big eyes to start throwing that coochie in the circle. We just gonna have to be honest about some stuff today. Again, when that wasn't the initial thing, you gotta slide. That's all I can say about that, y'all. You gotta slide. So let's keep on reading a little bit more, right? Let's keep on reading. The lawsuit also detailed an alleged SA among Grant, McMahon, Lorettes that occurred at the WWE headquarters in 2021. That's pandemic, y'all. That's shutdown time, quarantine. All right, the two men allegedly pulled Grant behind a locker door, forcibly restraining her as she begged them to stop. One of the men allegedly said to her, "No means yes." Now I can see a slimy meatball, filthy piece of shit like that doing something like that. I could see that. You understand? These cats, they don't have nothing. There's no restraint when it comes to guys like these. These cats don't care. Never have, right? If they could do Owen Hart the way they did Owen Hart, the show must go on. Man fell to his death in 1999. May, I believe. May of 1999, y'all. Fell to his death. All they did was announce it while the broadcast was going on. Okay? And it was over. It was over. So you think when a little shorty that keeps coming back to put herself in a situation like that, she's coming back now. We got to remember this. You got to wake up. You got to consciously wake up, family. Let's make it make sense. You got to consciously wake up. Put gas in your vehicle. Drive to this hostile environment. Okay? And stay there. Knowing at some point, you're going to be subjected to some wild stuff. No, not at all. Shout out to Sister Welsing. They not doing that to their wives. Because they know, right? That they don't give a shit about none of this. The wives are in a different position. We're going to understand something about this. The wives are in a different position. They like the dominating factor. They see that they got the bread, the power, right? The company is theirs too. We got to keep that in mind. So it also, money just makes you more of who you really are. And a Vincent Kenneth McMahon Jr., right? Cat like this, who gets off from all of the attention, the media, the hype. It's like a drug to these cats. You know, this is showtime before showtime is showtime. So they're only gonna be on there taking advantage of folks. If they knew how to manipulate other adults, right? Remember Owen Hart, he became a different, he switched his character a couple times. And he was like the Blue Flash or something in the end of his days. Okay? You got to remember, Owen Hart was he was like the Bird or something like that. I'm going to bring up this image for y'all. Bear with me right now, family. Bear with me right quick. I'm going to show you who he was at the end. Okay? Now, he was this... Okay, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, while you're here, like, share, and subscribe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's bring it up. I'm going to bring it up real quick. Actually, I'm going to bring this image up for y'all. Show y'all who Owen Hart was. Okay? Now, he had changed his character in the end. Okay? He became another... Damn near, he looked like a Rey Mysterio American version, though. Okay. So let me load this up for the family. Here you go. Owen Hart's last costume, last hurrah. This who he was in the end. Okay. Now I know the image is a little wild, but this is him right here. So, family, they let that man fall off that top rope. Well, off of those wires during the main event. One of the main events there. Fell to his death. They let him lay there for a little bit. Picked him up. Rolled him off, y'all. Rolled him off, and some of the blood was still on the mat. Some of the blood was still on the mat, y'all. They didn't even fully clean it up. So what you think they gonna do to a chick like this who got big eyes and keeps putting herself there? From the very beginning, I mean, granted, we're talking about 1999, okay? So I can get some of y'all being like, oh, technology and everything like that wasn't really popping. You know, it ain't like we can just go live, you know. But you can tell somebody. You can tell somebody. And shout out to everybody that's supporting the program. We appreciate the Venmos and the Cash App coming through. Definitely hit that Venmo, that Cash App. You see it at the top. You see it in the bottom. All right. Let's keep on reading this thing, y'all. Let's keep on reading this thing, though. In a lawsuit, right? Well, Miss Grant was exploited during her time of employment with WWE and was subjected to countless depraved and humiliating acts, which has led to severe permanent trauma, the lawsuit alleges. McMahon was rehired after WWE investigation. The allegations detailed in Grant's lawsuit prompting questions about a 2022 investigation by a special committee into alleged misconduct by McMahon. The investigation, which reportedly began in April 2022, revolved around allegations that McMahon paid a secret $3 million. Now peep this, y'all. $3 million. Right? Settlement to the former employee with whom he had an affair, according to the previous Wall Street report. The separation agreement, which was made in January 2022, prevented the former, then unnamed employee from discussing her relationship with McMahon or disparaging him, according to the Journal. The investigation reportedly unearthed other older non-disclosure agreements involving claims by former female WWE employees of misconduct by McMahon. The Journal previously reported other misconduct claims were reportedly found against Allege S too. So again, y'all, this dude right here. Again, these folks are big. These folks are big on using people. Okay? This is their steez. I can't even hold you. And now this report is also reading that he was doing it to other female WWE wrestlers. Now, y'all ever pay attention? Remember, they kept trying to get that to jump off. Remember? They kept trying to get a lot of female wrestlers to jump off in the WWF over the years, and it never quite really like hit until later on. Okay? But reading this article, y'all, reading this report, it's really starting to make a lot of sense for me. While a lot of those WWF at the time into WWE female wrestlers never stayed that long. It was a crazy revolving door. So let's keep on reading a touch here, y'all. Let's keep on reading. Okay. The Journal reported in 2002 that Vince McMahon paid more than $12 million to 4 women to cover up allegations of sexual misconduct and infidelity. This nasty freak, nasty bastard here. This freak, nasty nigga, Vince McMahon. All that power be having these cats go crazy, y'all. All that power be having them go crazy, family. Hell in the cell, though. You might have to face some time. It might be hell in the cell for your boy Vincent Kenneth McMahon. But let's keep on reading, y'all. Let's keep on reading, because we got to keep this focus on this young lady here. Is she brave for coming forward, y'all? Is she a real hero now? What say you in the comments? All right? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is she a hero now for coming forward? But let's keep on reading, family. WWE commented in 2022 of June that it takes all allegations of misconduct very seriously and said it had engaged independent legal services to assist with the review. While Grant, independent legal services, they got PIs, y'all. They got PIs to look into this. Oh, that's crazy. Vincent Kenneth, man. Oh, y'all think y'all slick, huh? Okay. While Grant's lawsuit did not, and when we say Grant, we're talking about the young lady y'all see there. Her name is Janelle Grant. For those who are just tapping in, shout out to y'all. All right, her name's Janelle Grant. All right. So, Grant's lawsuit did not explicitly say she was a former employee at the center of that investigation. It nonetheless implicates not only McMahon, but also the WWE organization as a whole. Her lawsuit alleged that the WWE knew about Grant's relationship with McMahon, but that the company actively sought to conceal any wrongdoing. Grant also alleges that the special committee assigned to the investigation, McMahon, never interviewed her or requested any documents, despite Grant allegedly stating that she would be willing to cooperate. Now, remember, y'all, that's why I said the private investigation team. Who the hell you think they work for? How you gonna investigate your own? That's just like crooked cop police station saying, you know what, we're doing an internal investigation. We let you niggas know what's going on later. Am I lying? Oh, Sister Welsie says, I wish I worked there because he'd try one time with me and he'd be paying me $5 million. No, she's no hero. That's my sis Chris, my sister Welsie. Okay. But again, how can the criminal investigate the criminal? You see that? That's some fuck shit. They tried it. They really tried it, family. And we in here early morning with the smooth music, getting y'all ready for work. If you're on the East Coast, you know what type of time it is. If you're around the country and you got a couple hours, holla at a player. You understand me? So yeah, let's keep on going with this, y'all. Let's keep on reading a touch. All right. Her lawsuit alleges that WWE knew Grant's relationship with McMahon, as I said, and they tried to cover that shit up. Grant also alleges that special committee assigned to the investigation never interviewed or requested to speak to her. So we got to keep that in mind. Special investigation unit, y'all. That, let's be clear, they were hired by the WWE to investigate themselves, doing some internal investigation bullshit. So you go, let's make it make sense real quick. You gonna pay an outside operation to investigate your operation internally, and expect them to come back with real information and take some legitimate action about it? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, we're going to keep reading. In March 2023, after the close of WWE Special Committee investigation, right, special committees, get the fuck. WWE said McMahon would reimburse the company $17.4 million for costs that have been incurred and paid by the company and or subsidiaries in connection with and or arising from the investigation conducted by special committee. 17.4 million, y'all. 17.4 million. You pay an investigating unit to oh man. Let's keep going though. McMahon stepped down, okay, from his role with WWE chairman, as WWE chairman and CEO to start that investigation, but he has since returned as executive chairman to TKO Group Holding, WWE parent company, in January 2023. So what'd you do? You tap him on the hand? Aww. Who gonna take you serious after that? Let's keep on playing. Profitable deals, despite allegations, y'all. Profitable deals despite allegations. Family. My goodness, this is wild. WWE has inked lucrative business partnerships recently. In September, WWE officially merged with a portion of Hollywood power broker Ari Emanuel Endeavor Group, the parent company of UFC, to form TKO. The deal valued the newly combined company at over 21 billion with a B, with WWE shareholdings owning 49% of the combined company. McMahon was WWE's largest shareholder. Okay. Earlier this week, TKO made two major announcements. First was the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a former WWE wrestler himself, would join TKO's board of directors. McMahon touted the partnership in a statement Tuesday. Very few people on the planet understand the convergence of sports, entertainment, media, and business like The Rock. The company will pay Johnson $30 million in stocks awards to promote the brand as part of the deal. This week, Netflix also announced that it would become the exclusive home of WWE Raw starting in January 2025. According to the filing from TKO, the 10-year deal is valued more than $5 billion, y'all. Neither Netflix nor representatives from Johnson immediately responded to CNN's request for comment. Ain't that some shit? So shout out to The Rock, y'all. Right? If you smell what he, shout out to my sister Quiet Scales in the morning. Peace to you. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Now, see, we got to remember, y'all, we got pictures of The Rock. Good old Brahma Bull being lined up with Oprah. Huh? He's also got allegations out there saying that he was kidnapping. We talking about The Rock, the Brahma Bull. You know, the people's elbow. Right? So you think he listen, of course he wouldn't shy away from a deal like this. You think that guy would run away from any allegations? He's like, hey, listen, this is all hearsay. It's part of the business. But see, you got to keep in mind, The Rock is also known for doing wild shit. right? Women saying what he used to do to them in his trailers. I'm just saying, this is a ledge out there. I'm just saying what it is, what I've been hearing. And also, I got to say, fair use by the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances are made for fair use, learning purposes and educational purposes. All right? Remember, y'all, The Rock came out with Oprah raggedy ass. Right? Rock came out with Oprah raggedy ass telling us to donate to the Maui Fund. Man, listen. And you think him being aligned with slimy cats is something new? This is normal. This is a normal day in the streets. Okay? How you going? You got The Rock standing next to a billionaire, Oprah Winfrey, alleged billionaire. I don't know her assets, but a lot of people, they put this shit out just to kind of keep a narrative going. And then The Rock, he makes very well, a very good money. He's aligned with Oprah. Oprah, let's talk about Oprah. Oprah with the school. It's also understood that they got trafficking going on out that school in Africa. Somebody help me get some understanding here. Slimy gonna slime. Yeah, you mean? Slimy gonna do what they gonna do. And that's just what it is. Definitely hit that subscribe, family. We cooking this morning. Shout out to everybody that's coming in early morning time. Peace to my sister Quiet Scales. Peace to my sister Welsing. Peace to the family that's on from different platforms. Shout out to y'all. I see y'all. You understand? But again, we just getting an early morning cook up. Vince McMahon out here taking pussy. Okay? And she out here giving it. We gonna keep it 100. She's out here giving it. Let's go ahead and let's get into some more of exactly how she was giving it up, though. I got another article. Y'all wanna know how wild she was giving it up? Let's get into how wild she was giving it up. This is your victim here. Okay? So we're gonna stop that. Let me go to my other article real fast. Let's go to the New York Post. Huh? Let's go to the New York Post. All right. Let's see. Now, y'all want to know how she was giving it up? The victim here? The victim. I want to make it make sense. All right. The victim. Here we go. All right, family. Here we go. Let me go ahead and drop this down. Now, this is from the New York Post. This is your victim here. Just want y'all to know how she was giving it up. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and take it from the top real quick. Okay. Let's go ahead and take it from the top. Again, that WWF or WWE places out there in Connecticut. Okay. Again, we got to understand that the bag got little, so she kicked up. Okay. Now, it's my understanding that they did say she was on an NDA. All right, she was on an NDA, so she may have come forward sooner. Okay. But she hadn't prior. Okay. She was on an NDA. We talking about this young lady here. Janelle Grant is the name. Okay. But let's talk about how she was giving it up. All right. Now, Grant, who was unnamed at the time, claimed she received an initial $1 million, but no further payments afterwards in the new lawsuit. So again, part of this for those who was kicking it with me, the bag got little, so she got mad, right? Also, according to this lawsuit, right? McMahon's use of sex toys on Grant caused her injuries such as bruising, bleeding, the journal reported. Now, I gotta ask y'all, family, come on. sex toys. Come on, man. Now, listen. The moment the dude pulled out the toy, you supposed to slide, right? Or even before then, if you didn't want these advances, you supposed to slide a long time ago. But no, he got whatever toys he's got, and he's sticking it up in this shorty. Is this still the word? Is this ASA, as they say? Is it still that? When you let him put foreign objects up inside you, shorty, you bleeding, you all of this wild shit going on. Yeah, nah, We're gonna keep on reading the touch though on this one here. Okay, all right. McMahon is also alleged to have shared nude photos and explicit videos of Grant without her consent with other WWE employees, according to the lawsuit. How do you get those nude photos? Okay. How do you get those nude photos? Somebody help me out in the chat. Right. Shout out to my sister Quiet Scale. She with some motherfucker wood. Okay. Sister Quiet Scales with some motherfucker wood. And shout out to those who are hitting the cash out. Let me go ahead and acknowledge y'all first before we go any further. I need to acknowledge the ones who supporting the program. Definitely appreciate those who support this program. This work, I got to do work. This shit ain't easy. So shout out to those. Kevin, shout out to you for hitting that Venmo. Dave, shout out to you for hitting the Cash App. Okay, shout out to the family. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to all those who would like to contribute. I appreciate y'all. Feel free to do so. Cash App in the bottom, Venmo up top in that left corner. Again, family, let's keep on reading here. Okay. How did Vince McMahon get your photos, Janelle? Right? Let's keep on going though. We're not gonna play with her. You can't run the victim. You can't run the victim play. And I don't want no women giving her that. She was running her play too. Okay? And she just mad that it got a little more extra than she thought it would. She was running her play as well. What Sister Quiet Scale said, something tells me she was playing the long game for the bag. With my Sister Quiet Scales. Hold on. Sister Quiet Scales. Come on. Sister Quiet Scales. She was playing the game. She wanted that bag. You understand? A lot of them out here running the play for the bag too. Let's keep on going. He once locked her inside his private locker room at WWE headquarters in Stamford and forced himself on her over a massage table, the complaint said. The WWE boss is also alleged to have directed Grant to have sex with other executives and a wrestling star, the lawsuit claims. Hold on now. Hold on. I thought you was a victim. She done became a stomp down escort. She's an escort now. We gonna listen, man. Don't let these folks come out here with these. They're trying to do these crocodile tears and shit. She knew what time it was. She knew exactly what time it was. Come on, man. We're not gonna have shorties out here running around playing the victim role when they know, listen, they want to do a little something strange for some change. This is what it's about out here. Everybody chasing the bag. She's using what she got because she knows she don't have any real monetary assets. So she got to throw that thing in a circle. This is what we're looking at. But I'm going to keep on reading a touch more. I'm going to read a touch more. Again, family, shout out to everybody that's still in here with me early. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's still with your boy in the morning. You know, I had one of these late night Johns. I wanted to come out here and break this. But let's go ahead and read a touch more. Yeah. John Amaret's former WWE uh, head of talent relations, who was named as a defendant in the lawsuit, was allegedly recruited by McMahon to have sex with this quote unquote victim, Janelle. Janelle, you's a victim, huh? Ladies in the chat, somebody got to help me understand. Is it victimhood when you go through 7 folks now? Is it about the power still? Can it still stay in that lane when you allow yourself to become a stomped down pass around? Huh? I have no sympathy for her. I gotta keep it 100 with you. That's me. I got no sympathy for her. There we go. Shout out to my listen. I got my sister Quiet Scales in here early. She here for it this morning. Sister Quiet Scales says she's taking a few things from the Cassie play. Come on, Quiet Scales. Is this how you feeling this morning? Quiet Scales. Come on. It's definitely a play. It's definitely a play, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read a little bit more though, because we can't let her off the hook. Remember, y'all, if y'all been here since the very beginning, she says she's doing this to prevent this from happening to other victims in the future. Cassie said the same exact shit. Cassie said the same thing. Again, if y'all didn't peep it, I'm gonna attach this, y'all. I'm gonna attach it to the end of this video. Cassie said the same shit. They doing it for everybody else. Is it victim culture now? Because everybody doing it for somebody else to prevent it from happening to somebody else, but it keep happening to somebody else. So who you doing it for? Stop lying. You doing it for yourself. Okay? You're doing it for yourself. We ain't gonna let you run that play. Let's keep on going though, y'all. Let's keep on going. Grant was told that McMahon, told by McMahon to visit Loretta's in his hotel room where she had sex with him before work days. It was alleged in the lawsuit. McMahon said, listen, I got her. She bought and paid for. You can have her too. That's on me. This is crazy. I got her. You can have her too. Shout out to everybody that's sliding in here on the morning time. I wanted to get this early broadcast in, y'all. That was my thing. Right? That was my thing. I wanted to get this broadcast in. Pardon me. I wanted to get this in this morning. So, let's keep on reading, though. In one encounter, WWE officers in June, McMahon and Loretta's forced themselves. So they tried to run a trizzy. Right? McMahon and Loretta's forced themselves on her and took turns restraining her for the other. It was alleged in a lawsuit. They passing her around. That's wild. They took turns. You go first, I go second. That's crazy. Let's keep on going, though. No means yes, according to them. Take it, BI, were among the things McMahon and Loretta said to Grant during the alleged assault, according to the lawsuit. Now, if she's going to have sex, Loretta's, early in the morning, during work days, right? And then she first started out with Vince McMahon. Is this the thing? Is this the straw that broke the camel's back? She got mad because they wanted to run a trizzy now instead of going one at a time. But I thought you said you went there to build a professional relationship. That's what you went there for. See, man, I'm not buying none of this. I'm not buying none of this. We got to stop. Yeah, there's slimy guys like a Vince McMahon, a Puff Daddy, a Chris Stokes, right? A potentially a Rock, right? A lot of these folks are pretty slimy folks. They're innocent until proven guilty, though. Although I can just look at Vince McMahon, you can tell he on that time. I'm just saying that's for me, but it is alleged currently, right? Let's keep on reading, though, right? Let's keep on reading. In January 2021, McMahon told Grant to create a sexualized content on her phone and send it to Brock Lesnar, a former UFC star whom the WWE was trying to sign at the time. Lastly, last July, federal law enforcement agents executed a search warrant and served a federal grand jury subpoena to McMahon, according to the regulatory filing. WWE said in the filing with the Security and Exchange Commission that while government investigation into McMahon remain ongoing, no charges have been brought in them. No charges? See, this is where it becomes a problem for a guy like me. No charges have been brought. Did Vince McMahon pay him all for this? Let me get my McMahon buy him off, family. Because we're looking at a situation here where even if a woman is on the right type of time, which I'm not downplaying women, right? A lot of y'all got some serious cases and just are put in some fucked up situations, right? And because you don't have the strength, right? I'm not going to act like I'm insensitive to this. I'm not saying that you just, are big predators as well. Although some of you are out there doing your shit and they're using the victim card. Some of these niggas just got power ego. They be power tripping. You know what I mean? And because they give you paper, because you gotta listen, a lot of y'all think it's okay to just be around these cats. They look at you like, listen, you gotta pay for access around me. Because otherwise you would never be around this kind of company. You don't qualify. That's how they think. If we're gonna keep it 100. So in these situations, man, these nasty niggas, they will try you. Shit, I've been tried as a chef when I go and I cook in some of these private homes. Okay? So if they think they can do that with y'all, with me, they damn sure gonna try to get it off on you. It is then for you to say, nah, I'm good. I'm out of here. I don't fuck with that. You got to make a stand. You know what I mean? But let's read a little bit more and then we're going to get up out of here, y'all. We're going to get up out of here after this. Keep in mind, family, Again, The Rock has signed a deal with these folks. Yo, man, the Brahma Bull signed a deal with this holding company. All right. So birds of a feather flock together, if you ask me. Nonetheless, let's keep on reading here. The company said it has received voluntary and compulsory legal demands for documents, including from federal law enforcement and regulatory agencies concerning the investigation of related subject matter. In 2022, WWE formed a special committee. Now, we touched on that special committee, y'all. Okay. We ain't going to get too heavy into that bullshit. It's all good. We touched on that special committee, though. The criminals hiring their own team to investigate them. Dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Sister Quiet Scale says, the celebrities think they're demigods. And the rest of us are just here for their entertainment. Sister Quiet Scales on that time this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, today's program. We're going to stop that share right there. I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this was one of the more sicker situations because even for me, I don't particularly care for none of this shit regardless. And when I say this shit, I'm talking about men taking advantage of women and vice versa. Women weaponizing their femininity and then pulling everybody else in to try to run the finesse. I don't like shit like that. Okay. Now, when you around snakes, you're going to get snake shit. Same thing. Just like our sister Quiet Scale said earlier, she ran the Cassie play. You understand? She ran the Cassie play. Now we're going to see this thing more than likely quietly go away. Vince McMahon more than likely may do no real time in jail. Okay? Because it's all about running the play, y'all. I want to thank everybody for joining me here today, y'all, this morning. It's one of them early morning tap-ins or early morning cook-up. I wanted to get y'all continental breakfast this morning, right? But I got to ask you the question. Make sure you leave it in the comment section. Should anyone affiliated and aware of Vince McMahon and we got your boy right here, Laurentius, whatever the hell this dude's name is, should they all be implemented in this prosecution? Y'all let me know in those comment sections, y'all. Y'all definitely let the player know in the comment section. Make sure you go ahead and like, share, subscribe to this as well. Become a new cook in our community kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, we have our great elder tapping in with us this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all are all here to bear witness to the great one. We're going to have a great panel discussion, y'all. All right. This may be one of his last interviews. So make sure y'all here 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. All right. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out.